JK flip-flop. The JK flip-flop is made by two people. One of them is the Jack and another one is the King. Both have changed or modified the previous one SR flip-flop, in which the 1-1 condition, which gives the invalid output, it has been changed in this flip-flop. This one is the block diagram where J and K are the two inputs, and then a positive clock pulse is applied. Will be getting two output. One will be Q1, one will be given by its complement. In this circuit diagram, only the modification is done that one more input is given such that the complementary input is given to the first NAND gate and the non-complementary input is given to the second NAND gate. So when we see for the truth table, first when the clock pulse is 0, at that time when we apply clock pulse as 0, anything multiplied by 0 will be 0 and NAND gate output will be 1. So when 1 is applied here, the Q1, the complemented output will be supplied in this part. So this will be resulting in the Q1, which is the memory. The thing which the output has been given in the previous state will be retained in the same part. And when the clock pulses are 1 and J is equal to the input, both inputs J and K are 0. Again same, when any one of the input is 0, then the output will be 1. When the output is 1 and second input is Q1 bar, it will be resulting in the Q1 that is same the previous memory. The clock pulse is 1, J is 0 and K is 1. If we assume the output Q1, the first output is 0, then J is 0, then the output for this NAND gate will be 1. When we assume Q1 as 0, the Q1 bar will be 1, as the output for this is 1 and 1. 1 and 1 for the NAND gate will resulting in the output 0. So as we have assumed the Q1 as 0 and we have got the answer as 0, so this is verified. When next condition J is 1 and K is 0, we will be checking for this NAND gate where any one of the input is 0, the output will be 1. And we will be assuming again the value of Q1 to be 0. If the value of Q1 is 0, then Q1 bar must be 1. If the Q1 is 0, then that will be coming as the input here, and here the output is 1. So 1 and 0 for the NAND gate will result in the output 1. As we have assumed the Q1 bar to be 1 and we have got the same output as 1, so this condition is also verified. For the next condition, J and K both are 1. When clock is 1, J is 1 and we are assuming the value of Q1, that is previous output, to be also 1. So that Q1 bar will be 0. So the Q1 bar which is 0, it is an input to the first NAND gate. So here it will, anything into 0, it will be resulting in 1. As last condition, when clock pulse is 1, J is 1 and K is 1, we are assuming the output Q1 to be 0. If the Q1 is 0, then Q1 bar will be 1. So where J is 1, K is 1 and Q1 bar is also 1. So all the ones to the NAND gate will result in output 0. If this 0 is the input for the next NAND gate, anything into 0 will be 1. So we are getting the output of Q1 as 1. But we have assumed it as 0. So we are getting the complemented form. So we are getting the memory. We have taken memory Q1 as 0 and we are getting the output as the 1, which is the complemented form. The characteristic table will be taking the previous state output and the two inputs J and K, and will be determining what will be the next output. So we are assuming the Q1, that is previous state as 0 and J as 0, K as 0. When we see the truth table, when J is 0, K is 0, we will be retaining the value which is memory. The memory will be the previous value which is Q1. So in this state, the next state will be Q1, which is same as that of the memory. And when the Q1 is 1 and both again J and K are 0, then we will be getting the answer which will be the again memory. So in this case the memory is 1, so the output is 1. In the next case, when J is 0 and K is 1, in the truth table when J is 0, K is 1, the output will be 0. So in this condition 0 and 1, we will be getting the output as 0. And again in the same condition, Qn is 1, 0 and 1 for the j and k will be getting the value 0. With the next condition, j is 1 and k is 0. In the truth table, for the value of j equal to 1 and k equal to 0, we will be getting a value of Q1 which is 1. So in this case, the next output will be 1, and again when Q1 is 1, we will be getting for 1 and 0, again it will be 1. In the next state, when Q1 is 0, j and k both are equal to 1. So in this case, in the truth table, when j is 1, k is 1, we will be getting the output which is the complement of the memory. In this case, our memory is 0, therefore we will be getting the complement of that which is 1, and in the last case our memory is 1, we will be getting complement of 1 which is 0. It is the characters. Now we need to find the characteristic equation. To find characteristic equation, we will be plotting the K map of the characteristic table. So in this K map, the first input is 0, second is 0, third is 1, fourth is again 1, fifth is 1, sixth is 0, seventh is again 1, and eighth is 0. In this mapping, we are taking the two pairs. First one is this, second one is got by rolling of the K map. So when we find this is the equation for the next output. In the next output, we will be getting from this pair the Q1 bar, and from the above two we will be getting the j. And for next this pair we will be getting this Q1, and from this two we will be getting k bar. So our final equation will be Q1 bar j plus Q1 k bar.